Homer's tongue suddenly swelled up. Even his back started to become swollen and itchy. After Marge examined him, she discovered Homer was actually allergic to the wood wax oil on the furniture. For his own safety, Homer had no choice but to pack his bags and move in with Abe. But he unexpectedly discovered that Abe not only had a new girlfriend, he had even adopted a boy named Calvin. Homer couldn't help but feel a bit schadenfreude. Abe hated children the most, but he quickly realized something was wrong. Abe was surprisingly patient with Calvin. Not only would he cook nutritious dinners for him, he would even let Calvin put eye drops in his eyes. He even allowed Calvin to put his feet on Homer's face. Abe's favoritism made Homer jealous of Calvin, but Calvin was completely oblivious to all this. He wanted to invite Homer to go cycling at the nuclear power plant, but learned that Homer's two most hated things were going to the nuclear power plant and cycling. To make Calvin shut up, Homer mocked him for only knowing how to wet the bed. The angry Calvin grabbed a pillow and threw it at Homer. The two then began a great battle. Homer used his size advantage to pin Calvin down, but Calvin pulled out his own bear trap. The two officially began their showdown when Calvin was taking a bath. Homer secretly lowered the water temperature. Then Calvin scared Homer with a toy crocodile. Homer removed Calvin's bicycle handlebars. Calvin then removed Homer's steering wheel. Homer soaked Calvin's hand in ice water while he was sleeping. Calvin retaliated by gluing antlers to Homer's head. Homer went to the tavern seeking comfort from his friends, but discovered his friends also had bad relationships with their fathers.
Unprocessed trauma.
Calvin asked Homer why he didn't like him. Homer could only explain his relationship with Abe. He had thought his father was harsh with him because he didn't like children, but he saw how gentle and patient his father was with Calvin. This made him extremely jealous. Seeing that Calvin didn't believe his explanation, Homer dressed Calvin up to look like himself, then called Abe over.
Dang it, Homer! You think I'm made of seconds? I was in the middle of a very important word find puzzle. I was about to find the longest diagonal of my career. Now what do you want? You nothing.